Hello again. Um, Happy New Year. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're prepping all your knitting, all your plans. I've been watching a lot of people's plans, and I sort of realized that I don't have a lot planned out. Like my main goal is to complete everything that I have started previous year, which there's a lot of. There's a lot of sweaters that need my attention. Uh, but I do have some things that I'm looking forward to and trying out and sort of like jotting down or at least tackling in the first like quarter of the year, I guess, like the rest of winter basically. Things that are more bulky, things that won't be easy to carry around, and things that will make me like really warm to knit. And I have updated my Ravelry queue with basically the things that off the top of my head are stuff that I don't want to forget about and stuff that I do want to get to at some point. Before all of that, though, remember my sweeping declaration from like a few videos ago where I'm like, I am going to knit one sweater before the end of the year. I didn't. I failed at that, kind of. Maybe I shouldn't have knit so many like socks and just like focused on the one sweater. But I did end up finishing it. I did end up finishing the spot sweater that I had just like the one sleeve remaining. And yeah, I'm gonna show it. This is it. This is what I made. It's so busy. Like looking at it, especially now on the camera, it's like so much is going on here. But this is my version of the spot sweater that I started last year in January, and I'm only finishing now. I finished it on the 3rd of January, I think, or the 2nd. Couldn't bring it with me when I was on like a New Year's party. Basically, it wasn't like a party. It was like at people's houses, but the one house. But I couldn't bring it with me. I only brought socks at the time. So when I came back, I focused on completing this so that I can send it off to my mother because she's expressed interest in this sweater, and since these colors are not really my thing, I'm just gonna send it to her. But sweater is pretty good, very warm, extremely warm actually. Haven't even washed it yet, I haven't blocked it. This is how it is fresh off the needles, I would say. I do enjoy the top bit a whole lot more. Maybe if I had focused and made it entirely blue, would have been something that I would maybe keep for myself, but it was a test. It was just not like a test knit, but like a test for myself to see how well I'll handle like these marlings and like the transitions of the colors and just having fun, because this was incredibly fun to make. But yeah, hopefully next year I will do one for myself, probably something like in a more creamy white color with like a contrasting patterning here. But yeah, sweater is complete. I had no idea what I wrote down for one of the sleeves, so I just decreased haphazardly until I got like 58 stitches for the end of the sleeve here. I did a longer cuff than the pattern. Like I changed so much about this sweater and I don't even remember it all. I cinched the sleeves further up. I changed something about the neckline, but I don't remember. But at any rate, the sweater is done, and that's all that matters. I'm really happy with it being done. I am happy with how it looks, just not on me, I feel like. Maybe like someone who's blonde or something will look like real nice in this, but I don't like how I look in it. So I'm glad it's going to my mom. Not that she's blonde, but she's expressed interest in having it, and I'm like, yeah, it's yours, no problem. As far as my knitting plans are concerned, and before that, I actually have socks to show you as well. They're not much, but they are cute. And they were a fun knit. I knit these socks during Christmas, during like the 24th, 5th, 6th, 7th, I don't know how long it took me, while watching Lord of the Rings. And they're very fitting and they're very fun. And they were just like a self-striping yarn. I might be able to put up the number somewhere here. I did show it like a few videos ago. And I have quite a lot more of it. Like I have the self-striping part took like less than 50 grams, so I have like this much more to make these socks with. But maybe I was considering making a very fun sort of held double, fingering weight held double sweater where I hold like the sock yarn plus like let's say this green color, and it's like sort of like a memento to these socks. Obviously I need to accumulate way more of it, but I do have a lot of yarn like that. I do have a lot of little leftovers from the socks that are big enough to create some stripes on the sweater, but not big enough to be useful in a pair of socks, maybe like a mismatched one. So yeah, that's something that I've been thinking about a little bit, but it's not a concrete plan. A concrete plan that I have is making the tiger lily. Let me see if it's correct. Making the tiger lily shawl, which is this, I might put a picture of here somewhere. It's this beautiful shawl that's, as I understand it, knit in the round, and you then steek it, and the steeks themselves become the fringe of the shawl, which I really want to learn how to make that. Not that I wear shawls, but I love the look of them. I might just start wearing them. I've only ever knitted one shawl, and it's not done yet. It is this one here. It's the Anesidora. I keep forgetting if it's an I or an E or whatever. So this is how far I am with this one. Not too far. And it's also, I'm dropping stitches here. Oh no! Stop! No, I don't know what's happening here. Oh no, maybe I dropped a stitch. It's gonna be horrible. I'm not looking forward to that bit. Ugh, I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Anyway, I want to make the tiger lily shawl, and the yarn that I've chosen for it, I showed in my last video, is this one. It's this Kremke, what is it called? Reborn wool, recycled. It is a recycled yarn, which is my first time using like a fully recycled yarn like this, and it is, I think, 65% wool, 25% polyacryl, and 10% nylon. So it's very durable. I don't think it will felt very much or anything like that. And I mean, it was fairly affordable. Like the skein is like less than €6, as I said back then. And I want this color for the main body of the scarf, the yellow for the most of the color work, and there is a white one in the original pattern as well. And I chose white as well for this one, for the like a thin border that separates these two colors every so often. And yeah, I don't want to cast this on because I feel like it will satisfy my urge to knit color work, and I don't want that because I have other color work stuff that needs my attention. But this is one of my plans for the coming few months, probably, hopefully. I do wanna like live up to what I say and finish the things that I've started. And a lot of my next projects that I want to start as well will be things that I wanna make with already purchased yarn. So I don't want to buy any more yarn other than to finish something. I mean, everyone says that and then they buy, but I do have a fair bit amount of yarn that's in my stash, and I want to finish stuff with them. One of which is this yarn. I remember buying this a long time ago, and I did not like the fabric that was coming out of this. So this is like 100% merino superwash wool, but it's, I mean, I guess that's how all superwash is. It's soft and everything, but it's not pleasant when you work up the fabric. And I have started a cardigan with it a long time ago, and I don't like how it looks, and I don't like how you can see my bad stitches everywhere. So to moderate that, I'm simply going to work them together with this brushed alpaca silk. And the fabric that comes out of this is really pretty, and I'm picturing a very feminine looking, like sort of, like delicious is the word I'm going for, but I don't know how to describe it. Very nice and pleasant and soft and beautiful to look at sweater. And I want a v-neck. I don't have a v-neck sweater, but I do want to own a v-neck sweater. And I feel like this is going to be the combo that's going to make this happen. And the thing is, I don't actually have any sweater in mind. Maybe I'll come up with something by myself. I just want it to be a simple sweater, I guess. Maybe some little detailing on the sleeve or something. Nothing too fancy, just like a simple, like, what do you call this? Like ashy pink sweater with these guys. And I've had this for the longest time, and I've been slowly accumulating these whenever they're on sale, and they're like probably all different like color lots, but it's fine. So these are the things that I have in store for a sweater, or at least one of them. And the other thing that I have is I have been also slowly collecting a lot of soft tweed by Drops. So I have all kinds of these skeins, right? Like I have like a gray one, a brown one, some oatmeal colors, and a whole bunch of this sandy white. And I am thinking I want to make a very oversized sort of 90s, 80s, 90s sweater that I've been seeing on Pinterest, and all kinds of like, I think they're called jacquard, and I don't know what that means, but I've been seeing them all over Pinterest, and I found one that I really like that I will insert here somewhere, and I really like the pattern. I really like how there is color work, but there is also enough space on the pullover to sort of show the tweed, because it's what it is. I love tweed. I like looking at these specs, and I want them to be sort of like also a main focus on the sweater. So yeah, I'm preparing this for that kind of sweater. I might insert video of like sketches that I've made. I don't have a pattern for it either, so I'll probably come up with something on the spot myself. But I've been enjoying thinking about it for like a few days now, while I work on my other projects. So yeah, I'll keep you up with this. I probably might even document the whole process. I feel like I've never done that before, and I've always wanted to try. So yeah, I'll bring you along in creating like a self-made pattern for this yarn. And if I don't have enough, I'll simply buy a couple more skeins of this. I think I have about 500 grams of like random skeins like these. So yeah, I'm gonna have to work with that. I do enjoy how this feels. It's like, it's a little bit rusticy, but it's also so cozy and soft and somewhat like, maybe it's the linol, I think it's called, like the oils, the natural oils or the spinning oils. It feels so pleasant. I really like this yarn. Anyway, I feel like I had something else. Oh, yeah, so I have this yarn here, which I bought from a really nice shop in Aschaffenburg, Germany when I was visiting. And I looked at this color and I was like, I want to have this like amber, beautiful gem-like yarn in my world. I still have not made anything with it, and it's simply like a single skein like this. It was a skein at least, so 100 gram skein, and it's called Cheeky Merino Joy, and it's 320 meters or 350 yards. And there's not much I can do with this. I know I don't want it to be color work because I just want this little thing as is. Like, I don't want it mixing with anything else. I just want it to be by itself in, maybe if it would focus on it and not my face. I just want this thing by itself in a project. And I'm guessing the easiest thing to make is a scarf, like a simple, small sort of springtime scarf, and it's what I'm planning on. This is not something I'm going to cast now, but I am on the lookout for a cute little simple enough pattern that will accentuate the color more than anything else, and that this will be enough for it. It calls for 3 to 3.5 millimeters. I think I might, I mean, either is fine. I don't mind. If you have anything that might fit this really nicely, like a scarf that only requires a single skein like this, please link it below. I really wanna get to using this up. And look at it. I'm so happy. I love this color so much. I really enjoy these deep orange gem-like hues. It's like there's like a little bit of like dark brownish green in there. Really pretty. I like it so much. Another thing that I have is actually a Christmas gift that I got from my friend Marty. I kind of requested it myself. I was like, hey, do you want any tips on what to get for Christmas? She was like, yeah, sure. And I requested this, and it's my first ever, I think, hand-dyed, unless this other one is also hand-dyed, but I can't tell. But this one is hand-dyed and speckled and so pretty, and it's so cute, and it's my first time having one of these skeins, and that's why I haven't even wound it up. I just enjoy looking at it as is. And it's, I think it's also superwash. I think it's also a superwash merino. Yeah. This one is 280 meters per 100 grams. So what is this making it, like slightly thicker? Kind of hard to tell when I look at them, but I guess so. This is like a slightly thicker yarn. Might be rambling. I'm kind of losing track here. I don't have any plans for it. I just wanted to kind of show it off. Maybe for color work, but it means that I have to have the other yarn I use, like the other color I use, have more grip. So the other one has to be more rusticy probably. But yeah, I look at it. It's so pretty. There was this one sweater. I don't know what it was called. These beautiful flowers that like start, it's like a turtleneck, and then these beautiful flowers that start and end up to here. I wonder if something like this will be enough for color work of a sweater like that. Please help. Help me again. My helping, like helpful fairies. Every time I ask for something, people are like, da, 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 and then they just answer my question. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. I didn't know I could possess such power. But anyway, this thing is a gift, and it's also in a undetermined pile for now. So that's pretty much it. My plans are mostly these two things. I have I've wanted to make the sweater called Trove, but I don't have good yarn for it, and I really don't want to buy yarn for it, so maybe I end up using this pink one for it, although I just really want to have a clean single color pink yarn, pink sweater like this, instead of the Trove, which has, I think it's like a slip stitch sort of pattern, and then you insert all kinds of other colors, and it creates this like beautiful like webbing sort of, not webbing, but like a, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a really beautiful slip stitch pattern. And I want to make it at some point, honestly. It looks really cozy. It looks really sweet. I'm not sure though. Will this go together? No. I'm probably gonna keep the pink as is. I want to have just like staples, or rather like uncomplicated sweaters, because all of my sweaters have so much going on for them, like that blue one and then all the other color work ones. This is actually one of the more simple sweaters that I've made. It's the Carnival sweater by Petite Knit, or is it Festival sweater? I think it's the Festival sweater. Let me check. It is, it's a good thing I wrote the name, because I didn't. It is the Festival sweater, my size. It's this Festival sweater by Petite Knit, and it's one of the fewer not so busy sweaters, pullovers I have going on. So yeah, that's gonna be more simple, I feel. Please hold me up to that, because I feel like I'm gonna cast another thing that's incredibly busy in the coming few days. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Except, sorry about that. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't know what I was saying actually, but the last thing I wanted to show you is this adorable fella. Look at him! He's so cute! So, explanation. During October, there's this thing called Inktober, and people have made spuns on it, and long story short, there's a bunch of prompts, and then you draw based on these prompts every day. I didn't, but I did do a collage every so often. One of the collages, which was this cat, and he was like his finger was like this, as if he's holding a gun. There's like a little smoke coming out of him, and he was made all like with all kinds of like paper scraps and cutouts and stuff like that. And someone approached me, someone called Sam approached me, and suggested we do a sort of collaboration. Sam would crochet this lovely little fella, and I would send like an original illustration or print or something like that back to them. And I'm honestly so touched. It looks so good. It's so much better in person as well than in photos. It's so squishy. He's so detailed. I'm probably going to insert the photo here so that you can look at little doll Sam, little doll Billy. Billy the Kit is what we call him. Get it? And you could look at the drawing and the little 3D guy side by side. So this was meant to be chaps, I think they're called, like the blue parts, and this is underneath is part of the pants. So I don't know if that's coming across very clearly, but look at this, his boots even come out. That's so cute. It's so much detail. So yeah, I believe this is called amigurumi. Like the toys that you make with crochet. I'm not versed in crochet at all, so I only know very little bits about it. But yeah, thank you so much, Sam. He's incredible. So much. It's so cute. So yeah, I'm not sure if there will be a pattern. I need to ask. And if it is, I'll keep you updated if you want to make yourself a little cowboy cat like this one. Look at him. He even has like a little gun pouch or something, like a pouch of some sort. The little bandana on the back with the little hat, and it's all ruffled up like this. Like, oh, so cute. I can't get enough of him. So yeah, I was very touched to receive this, and I still need to reply and send my part of the gift, but it's on my to-do list. I just need a lot. I have a lot to catch up with over the holidays. For some reason, I get all my like work assigned for me between the 25th and the 1st. So there's a lot to catch up there. But yeah, I think this is the last. I think I've been rambling for so long, and I don't have a plan for it either, so I'm just like spewing everything that comes to my mind. I told you what I want to knit. I told you that I've showed you what I've knit, and yeah, I hope to see you soon with another finished project, which is I've started working a bit more on it's not here, it's on my bed. I started working a bit more on my champagne cardigan on the second one, and I'm almost done with the bottom ribbing, and then I will move on to the sleeves, which is exciting. So yeah, I'll keep you up to date with that, and I hope you have a nice start of the year. I hope you've made plans, or you haven't made plans. It's like whatever. It's just arbitrary, but it's fun. For me at least, I like noting down stuff, and I hope you're having a good time and knitting well and being cozy. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.